You want to have one? So I'm finna.
What up, everybody? Fantasy news today. We are back at you, and this is just going to be a big 420 special. We're going to mix in a little bit of news, but everyone get ready because we're heavy on the smoke today.
Yeah.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to wait. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of east side.
Woo! Gonna be one of those days today. I'm gonna be getting
Find a lighter.
real smoky up in here. What up, peeps? Let's see who's up in the chat. Antonio's up in here. What up?
What's Hannah's birthday twin?
Chase up in the building. What up, homie?
Hey man, that's the actual Chase Bank right there, bro. We know people.
And Hess is in the building, already smoking it up. What up?
Yeah,
What
hey,
up?
because we know Hess, we know everybody.
Yeah, I love it.
Hess knows people in high places. I see what I did there.
Hold on.
Hey,
You're too quick.
yeah, right. I'll be here all night.
Yeah, what up, Devin?
What
David
up, Devin?
P. David P in the building. What up, bro?
David P. Hey, what's his fantasy handle in the leagues?
Crispy.
God damn you, Crispy. Yo, Crispy be like, he be taking my guys, bro.
And Ron in the building. What up, homie?
Ron, hey, Ron playing in the IDP league, y'all.
He's in it.
The world is ending.
Man, and I'm on the clock in this number 15 league. So don't worry, guys. I had like multiple messages, everyone telling me on. I got it pulled up. I'm gonna be looking at some players right now.
Let me make your pick.
And Ron said, Chase, are you Adam Sandler character in any of those leagues? I don't think Chase is in any of the I don't think he's in any of the Hustler Dynasty leagues.
Yeah. Hey, Ron, I want you to look at my team in the Hustler League 7 and fear
it. Ron's not in it. It's the 11.
Oh, the 11.
There
Yeah, my team's all right. Maybe not fear there.
What up, Derek? Shout out to the islands. What up, bro?
Yeah, the whole islands, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my island people, bro. That's my roots right there.
Yeah. Second Take Extra in the building. What up, homie?
What's Hannah's second take? Hey, second take. What you like tomorrow? You like Boston or my Dubs?
Oh, yeah. Let us know. And also, anyone has any questions about dynasty leagues or redraft or rankings, feel free to throw in the random questions. And Derek said, you want Herbert, smash the accept.
he sent me a counter?
He said he did.
Okay, because listen, in true Bogard fashion, he was coming after Mixon, right? Mm-hmm. I said, yeah, you can have your Mixon, but what's up with Herbert? You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna look at this just yet. I'm gonna let this marinate for a second. I'm gonna peep game.
Yeah,
because the fact that he's entertaining the Herbert counter. I mean, first of all, when I look at that counter, bro, I better have Herbert in that motherfucker.
Well, he said if you want Herbert, smash accept. So
yeah, that is true.
But that is crazy that he's even entertaining Herbert because I know he's super high on him.
I'm throwing
as everybody is.
I'm throwing in Hurts in the mix and a top 6 running back. So, you know what I mean? Like, in true Bogard fashion, I'm not gonna not offer up something that hurts somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Only Steven in the entire fantasy universe is the one who just says, don't trade with Bogard, because I just so happened to have made one trade with him, and it was an hour, and we had Gus Edwards involved, and it was an hour before Gus Edwards died. I didn't know he was gonna die.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see what everything in the mix is there. And then Second Take Extra said, how many leagues you got? So we just started the Hustler Dynasty number 16. So 16 Dynasty leagues. 9 of them started last year. Then the other one started this year. And then I got 2 other ones that started the year before, where it's, after I already started creating content and shit. And then, man, don't even get me started on these best ball teams, because we got 20 divisions in the best ball, 240 teams. I already knew I was going to have to commit to a bunch. So I'm in every single one of those divisions. And then if we want to talk redraft and all that, like easily mixing in another like 15 to 20 there.
So I'm a degenerate, right? As yourself, but it makes me feel better when you sound off your list of things already that haven't included any of the redrafts that we're about to get into. Because I'm in, so you're in 16, 17, 18, you're in 19 dynasties just like off top, right?
18. Yeah.
18. Okay. So I'm in the, shout out to Stu. I'm in the number 2. I'm in the 7, 11, 13, 14, 16, right? Which, shout out to Joe Montana. How many is that? 1, 16. So 2,
I lost count. That was like 6 or 7.
Yeah, 2, 7, 11, 13, 14, 16. That's 6. Then I'm in so 1, 2, 3. Then I'm in 3 other dynasties.
You just didn't meet me early enough last year is what it was.
No, I mean, I curved like at least 3 or 4 of them before this. I jumped into 7. And
that's what I'm saying. Had I known you longer than that, you wouldn't have been able to curve that many.
And like, because I was like, man, I'm trying to keep my dynasty leagues to 5.
Oh shit, hold on. We got Spencer the Guru in the building on the road.
Yeah. No shit.
Yeah.
Woo! What's happening? Yeah, it's getting the set up here on my way back from NOLA. You heard me? You know, it's getting back down here. And, what are we talking about, fellas? I'm ready to roll.
I'm curious how many people called you Wardy when you were in Nolan's.
Oh,
Maybe you couldn't. I said I'm curious.
If the under over is on 1, I'll take the under.
Yeah, like Cash Money.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I gotta go to the board for that one.
David P said, so you're saying Mixon's gonna die, and a think emoji.
I didn't say Mixon was gonna die. I love Mixon. I don't even want to come off Mixon. And he's giving me Antonio Gibson, who is like the new Mixon because he keep dying. You know what I mean? I'm taking on a risk here too. You know what I mean?
Titans for life.
What up?
What up?
Hey.
Yeah. So Ron's talking about his Stu team in the 11. He said, "Well, I have 0 QBs or RBs, so I would what was that? I would treat me. Oh, I wouldn't fear me year 1. Yeah." Let's see. And Hess, I'm in the 11, 13, and now in the 1. Just Stu it. There we go. Hell yeah. And Antonio said I'm in the 1.
It's like Nike, but just Stu it. You know what I mean?
I like it. And I like that everyone.
How's the 16 draft?
Let's see. So I'm on the clock in number 15, and people have been bugging me about that. Let's see where we're at in the 16.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just saying with 16. I've been on the road, so I haven't been able to keep up with it. There been a bunch of action in the 16. I know I took 80.
Guru's in the Matrix, worse than Bogey there.
Yeah.
I like that everyone has the numbers of the leagues that they're in, Antonio on it. 1, 3, 4, and 6, I think. And he said he was about to join the number 16, the last one, but then something told him not to, and told him about the Stu team. That Stu, he was one of the 5 people that Stu mentioned that he wanted to take over a team. And really what it was, I had to figure out who was in what league and who could take which one of these teams. Because Stu, like everybody who Stu mentioned, well, except for except for Ron, was in multiple leagues with Stu.
I don't know if I want to come off of Joe Mixon right now. Actually, I'm trying to get to thinking. I'm like, I keep having to convince myself on Mixon, but like, I mean, with Herbert in the mix, that's a different story. You know what I mean? And like Jalen Hurts, matter of fact, spoiler alert for tonight. For y'all tune in to Playmakers tonight. We're doing what's more likely, and one of the joints I'm doing is what's more likely. Oh shit, I'm done. Am I about to? Should I go in the Matrix?
No, not yet.
My screen went dark though. Hold on. Oh, it's my battery. Let me get my charger.
Plug that shit in. And let's see, Second Take Extra said, I think Golden State in 7. Game 6 is in Boston. I assume the league wants a game 7, especially on Father's Day. Golden State is a 4-point underdog, which is also interesting. That 4-point underdog on I mean, well, it's because every game that we've seen has been like the spread hasn't even come into play. It's like you might as well just money line it because the spread hasn't come into play at all. So maybe that's what it's going to be is Celtics over the 4, not even mattering. But I'm definitely money lining the Celtics, but that's what's good. That's what sucks is that's not going to be the best money. So that's what's tough. Like I want to parlay and do either do Celtics money line, but then damn, like is it the over or the under? Because like it was going back and forth on the over and under. Then the last 2 games have been on the under. So yeah, it just has not been good. And Ron said, I mean, it's probably not safe to podcast and drive. And Second Take X said exactly, usually blowouts. Maybe SPG. What the hell does that mean? And Antonio said also got 11 Cowboys. Yeah, in Stu's 4. So that was one of the things that Ron said. 11 Cowboys I have. And there we go. Yeah, and Antonio saying the same thing. All right, let's see. And Second Take Extra said, how did you guys meet? So he used to be on another channel, the Rum Boys channel, and they would just be drinking and smoking and shit. And I would just be tapping in, randomly on there and shouted them out a couple times, not Bogard specifically, but just the channel and everyone who was there. And then, we started working together. After that, started collabing on a few things. And, like this past year when the season started, we started doing this show together, Fantasy News Today, like literally, I mean, it was every day during the season. So that's really what it came down to. Same game parlay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not up on all the gambling lingo yet. I will be there. So what do you think? I mean, what would the same game parlay be? I mean, that's what I was talking about, right? Like doing like taking Celtics money line and then the over or the under. What are you thinking on the over under? Hold on. We got a trade coming up in here. Okay. Hold on 1 second, guys. We got a trade in the 16. Got to tell them, got to get the 2023 fees paid. 54. All right, let's see. So let's see this trade here. So, this is Raiders for life making a move here. Damn, so this is all right. So the Texican, our man Frank, making some moves here, receiving the 302, the 502, and giving away the 509, the 709, and the 2023 first. All right. So there we go. So who is crazy little trade there. And the Texican is on the clock. And Ron says, what does David P think he is? It's basketball betting, king of basketball betting. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Willis? I need to get that. Yeah, it's so funny. I always said, oh, there we well. Uh-oh. You're back, but there's no mic. What up, Albert? What's going on, bro? Says you're muted. And Second Take Extra says, depends on who you think will win. Both times when Boston won, they went over. When they lost, they went under. Yeah. Oh, I was thinking more about player props. Yeah, I got to look at some of those. Oh, kills it at basketball betting. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wonder what some of the player props are for tomorrow. And when Bogard gets back, we'll get into a little bit of the news. We got a few things to cover, but yeah, it's the off season. You know, it's going to be a real big time smoke sesh right now because there's nothing too crazy, anyways. Let's see. All right. And Bogey in the Matrix. Time to smoke it up here. What's everybody smoking on right now? Yeah. Second Take Extra said fake Clay is banned. And Antonio said that. You see that fake Clay got banned. Dude, like that, he said he dropped like 10 G's, you know, on that. So 10 G's on the ticket. I don't know if it was multiple tickets or I'm assuming just one ticket was 10 G's for these finals because he was sitting courtside and he said nobody ID'd him when he came in and he was out there shooting like on the court for like 10 minutes before someone actually came and and like yeah, and then they banned him for life.
Hey, my shit is geeked. My computer is geeked right now.
For sure. Is that what you were on first?
What?
Is that what you were on first?
Yeah, I'm on my phone now.
Okay.
Yeah, the show must go on.
Yeah. All right. So, and then Chase said, what strain you got today, bro? I got two. I got the 501 Street OG and I got the Triple Skywalker. That's where I'm.
I got some white Durban and it's diamond infused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chase
Shit,
said got the Tropicana.
This is what I categorize as stupid weed because this shit gets me stupid.
Yeah. Chase rocking the Tropicana cookies. I've never had that one, but man, I mean, any kind of cookie strain, it's like you can't really go wrong. I mean, unless it's some bullshit name, you know, not the real genetic.
Hey, cookies, man. Any of them hybrid indicas like that shit make me hungry than a motherfucker. I just want to eat. You know what I mean?
Hungry, happy, sleepy. Those are the side effects. Yeah, Dion up in the building. What up?
Oh, bro? Okay. See, look at this. So, in the Hustler League 7 is where I was trying. You know what I'm saying? It was for Najee. I had to deny that joint.
Someone said.
Yeah, it was the one he was talking about. If you want Herbert, you know what I mean?
Oh, so that wasn't the 7. That was the number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
mean, shit. If I was giving up Herbert, I wouldn't want nothing less than like an RB like Najee too. So I ain't mad at him.
But listen, this is just where the balance of the universe, right? I'm always trying to tip the scales.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to balance it. I want to tip that motherfucker.
And I'm just gonna be like Tony Montana, you know. Hey man, I know the game. You go high, I go low. Come on, man.
You gotta meet somewhere in the middle.
Yep. And everyone who is not a YouTube member, so I mean, not just but you actually get to use the custom emojis, you know, like Dion throwing up in there with the gang and got the 420 crew, you know, emojis. If you want to be able to use some of those, click the link in the live chat that I just put there. Minimum $3 a month that you can get on. There's a $3 tier, a $5 tier, a $10 tier. the higher the tier that you're on, the more entries that you get into the signed Ricky Williams jersey giveaway, and then every other, giveaway that we get moving forward. So make sure you guys get on that now, because we're doing the giveaway next week. I'm not exactly sure what day, but it'll be next week sometime.
According to my calculations, that is 300 pennies a month.
That is it.
Not that much.
No. Yeah, if we break it down to the day, I mean, we're talking, change per day. And you already know that, like, literally every single day during the season, we're going to be doing stuff. So
for just pennies a day, you can help.
You can support the Hustler and Bogard. So maybe we should just make that the little commercial. You can have a little commercial when you tell people to join, and it'll be an infomercial like that, and it'll just be me and Bogard with like sad faces, on there, until the end, until someone donates, and then it's nothing but smiles.
It's a motherfucking parody too, for all the people that are gonna be like they're insensitive. Listen, motherfucker, it's a parody. If you're from the 90s elk, you would get a kick out of it. I'll smear some type of fly attractor or something, so I can have some flies landing on me and shit like that too.
And look at this. Titans for Life said us doing Tinder ads in the chats now. I know. Did you see that? Man, randomly, I don't even know if we said some word that triggered that, but randomly we get those porno channels spamming the chat. Usually it's when we start talking to Sean Watson. It's like,
listen, bro, you are the 420 fantasy hustler. So you got all kind of freak-isms in it. If you're a freak and you're like clicking away, you're like, oh, fantasy. What kind of fantasy? Like feet fetish? Like you got all these kind of weirdos.
This is where we need the Mariah Carey fantasy drop, like literally for any of this kind of context.
And like, you know what I mean? Hustler. I mean, hustlers. Not only like, literally the title of what the elk that we come from, of the elk of hustlers, but it's also a porn mag, you know what I mean? It's a dirty magazine, you know what I mean? So if somebody's looking up like 420 fantasy hustler, they might be like, oh shit, what is this?
I know, like I'll be at the top, but like you scroll down a little bit, like you might come upon something that you
all right, that's it. It's settled. Shout out to TD. TD always says, guys, join my OnlyFans. Look, I'm not taking my clothes off. Listen, I'm taking mine off, okay? Over here at the Fantasy Hustler Network, for just pennies on the day, Bogard will show his tenderloin. Titans for Life, that's selling ass right there.
Oh man. And Ron said, if you ever search 420 fantasy, this channel is all over it. Yeah, that's what's dope. And hopefully one day it's like just searching 420, it'll pop up. I know it pops up like randomly here and there. It just kind of depends on who's searching it. But yeah, that's the goal. Just anything with 420 being searched somewhere this channel.
I mean, what if there's like hey, picture this. I'm a youngling, right? Super weed head. And I've never played fantasy football, but I am a fan of weed. So I start typing 420 FAN, right? Because I'm just a 420 fan. But then that one pops up. You know what I mean? It happens like that. Then this young weed head is now in one of our leagues.
It's gonna happen.
No, it is. Don't we have one of them kids, right? Is the one, I think he's like 17 or something like that.
Yeah, Raiders for Life. Yep. He's not of age. He's not of age, but it's funny. He said that his dad smokes weed, and he was watching like the YouTube channel. I was like, hey, is that guy hitting a bong?
Hey, he doesn't even. Hey, listen, he's the smoke so I can relate to my son type of smoker, right? What was that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yep, on Half Baked.
Yeah.
He's like, his dad is over in the next room trying to figure out a way that he can relate to his son. Isn't that ironic?
That's funny.
But that's what's crazy is Timmy's pops. He's like our age. He's like 38, I think. So he's.
I used to sell weed to Tim's pops.
They did used to live in California. He said.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
I used to sell it to him.
Yeah, statute of limitations is well past anyway.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We was about 6. I was about your age, Timmy, when I first sold your dad a dime bag.
And second take extra said, which QB do you like in fantasy this year? Well, that's kind of a loaded question because I like a bunch, but if you're in the 1 QB league, I mean, the guys who I'm kind of targeting, your Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Staffords, of the world, those guys who are going low QB1. And in Superflex, 1 QB that I really, really like as getting as your QB3 or potentially even a QB4 is Matt Ryan because he's going hella late.
Mm-hmm. They got him up high now, though. It's funny because Sleeper done adjusted his ass, man. That means the motherfuckers is drafting him up higher these days.
Fucking his ADP up.
Fucking his ADP up, man. Just roster fucking us all.
Because he was going, the dynasty league that I mean, obviously it's a dynasty league, but I got him as like QB 21 or 22, maybe even a little later than that. And in a lot of these mocks, I've been because I've been talking about him. I've been kind of looking at where he's going, and he's steadily going like between QB 19 and 23, like kind of in that.
People's taking Mac Jones over him.
Yeah, hella.
Here's the thing: if I have a third QB and it's Matt Ryan, it's because Matt Ryan's the guy I could slot in there. Pause. And you know what I mean? And he got super upside. Like, he's not Carson Wentz, who will find, like, Carson Wentz scrambles so much. It's crazy, bro. Because like that offensive line, which is good, it's designed to hold people off, but you can't hold them off forever. Here's Carson Wentz, like, just taking hell of time holding the ball. You know what I mean? Like, Matt Ryan knows how to survey quick, right? He's gonna get the thing out fast too. That's why, like, you see right now this week, the fantasy community, they're all of a sudden hella hype on Nyheim Hines, like,
yeah,
because they came out. Matt Ryan came out and said Nyheim Hines gonna do all kind of isms and all kind of work, and then motherfucking the coach said the same shit. So it's like you're just gonna see the trends, and now that we're in redraft, this like the second wave of like what's the next tier above like casual guys, like casual fantasy motherfuckers?
I don't even know what I'd call
I'd
them.
say the next wave is those people that come in June and start doing like mock drafts and shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because then those are the fools that just start start pulling shit up hella high, bro.
Because those are that's who's coming in right now. Because there is a bunch of people who they only start in August, some even mid-August.
Yeah, those are the casuals.
Those are the super casuals to me. And then, we got all these wave of guys who it's like June 1st, come summertime, like they're on it. They're already preparing these 2 months, in advance before like the extra casual people, get in here. And yeah, it just even on the channel, we've seen a bunch of people come back who are like, yeah, I'm back, after a little break. And
yeah, that's true.
In June, though, because people who fuck with us are already a little bit more hardcore, than.
Hey, shout out to Clock, because I found out, because I still refuse to believe it for the longest. But then, what I'm saying? I went and checked, and he sent me hella emails. I was like, oh, man. I just missed the motherfuckers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, and so he's been out there, you know what I mean, on a mission. Obviously, we can't disclose anything. Plus, I don't know anything, but I'm just trying to act like I'm cool. But and I just realized I'm holding the mic and I'm on the phone. But Clock is dope because he was like, I wanted to catch up on stuff. So he's like, I've been checking you and Huss out. I'm like, man, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Because we're keeping him up to date wherever he's at. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially if he doesn't have his phone, and you're not able to get information.
He don't have his phone. And when he gets internet, it's like because he's probably somewhere where they have like a computer they can get fucked with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sparingly.
Yeah. And he's fucking with the podcast in that sense, right?
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? He got only X amount of time, but he's like, listen, I'm fucking with the podcast. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah.
And how cool was it that X amount of time was exactly when we were live streaming?
I mean, that's the universe.
Perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Like been trying to track this motherfucker down, like just by using the force too, like, you know what I mean? But see, that's where I'm stupid too, because it's just he emailed my, like, what I use as like my junk email now, like, you know what I mean? Like, because he just always had, like, he didn't email a GMM or nothing like that. He emailed one of my other joints, you know what I mean? So that shit just got buried with hella spam, and I was like, damn, because that would have been dope. You know what I mean? But you know what was really dope? All the speculation. He's out there saving the world.
Yeah, that made it even more fun, right? Because it's all this game of speculation and telephone, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And shout out to Clock. Yeah, and Antonio said I searched 420 and your video was third on the list. I like it. So, and it's probably
third. I don't like that. You know what? I'm making a phone call. We're gonna be number one.
and for anyone who subscribes to the channel, it's probably a little bit more likely to come up because everything with YouTube and all that shit is always a little bit more personalized. But yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
Hey, in true Vontae Mac fashion, listen, man, that third search money ain't as good as that first search. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta be first on that search.
Oh yeah. And yeah, Hess said he's puffing on that Cinderella 99. So good.
That's tight.
Yeah, I'm about to switch it up now to the triple Skywalker. I was puffing on the 501st Street OG. And Hess said Kyler's about to get paid. Hell yeah, he's about to get paid. Anyone who acts like he's not gonna get paid is like just insane, because if you're already gonna be extending Kingsbury, you got to extend Kyler. You got to.
And what's crazy is they got the same agent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it's the agent who told him to hold out. Like,
and then he goes and gets caught, and then he gets a Kingsbury extended. He's like, yeah, okay, hold on, we can take care of you real quick.
Yeah.
And who's then you look at the Debo agent, it was the same thing. He had AJ Brown, he had motherfucking DK,
Terry, right?
And then he had Denzel Ward. So he gets Ward taken care of. Yeah, he gets AJ Brown. Yeah, and then the shit that Debo shouting out, I want 25. He's like, boom, gets that to motherfucking to AJ Brown though. Yeah.
Yeah, Debo put it. I mean, yeah, and Debo he said he's calmed down for now. And David P says Kyler is going to be a bust. I mean, I guess bust is all subjective, because who would you rather have?
What did he finish?
I'm pretty sure he finished top 10 still.
Yeah, right. I mean, so like,
I mean, that's fantasy. Well, hold on real quick. Because like, who would you rather have? Kyler Murray, the number 1 overall pick in 2019, or Baker Mayfield, literally the number 1 overall pick in 2018? Like, I'm sure I'm sure 10 out of 10 people will say Kyler.
I'm taking Kyler.
Yeah.
Kyler's gonna run around. You know what I mean?
And nobody's rushed more in the green zone than or in goal to go situations than the Cardinals.
Yeah. I mean, what was my claim to fame last year when we were doing the Playmakers What If series? And I saw one game. I mean, it was 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Right? 2 games into the year, and I said, man, what if James Conner is going to ruin all our Kyler Murray shares? Because he kind of did, bro. Just on that standpoint that they are the rushing ass team down there. You know what I mean? Them and like New England. When you get down within the 5, those motherfuckers are going to try to pound that shit in with whoever. See, Kyler Murray used to be that guy in 2020, then 21 comes around, and he says, remember, he said, I want to use my running as a luxury. Remember that?
Yeah.
So they bring in James Conner, who is like a bruiser type back, because that's what Cliff Kingsbury want to do. He want to like play a physical type of run game. You know what I mean? And that's why King and Drake used to get hurt, because he would try to do. Tell me they weren't running King and Drake between the tackles like he was a big dog.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what he does.
King Drake's probably like 200 pounds. You know what I mean?
No, but if you go back and look, there was minimal games where they actually ran him between the tackles. One of those games was the game versus the Cowboys, where it was like Cowboys that year. They were like, you know,
oh, they were bad. They were bad up the middle.
Yeah, and it was like a Monday night game, and I called that one too. It was like the week after Herbert or 2 weeks after Herbert's game that I called on Monday night, and I was like, if Drake doesn't do it this game, if he doesn't go for 100 and at least one touchdown, I was like, just drop him, just fucking drop him.
And the last one, so not only did he do that, but then the Cowboys are just like to close the game out. You know what I'm saying? Kyler Murray hands it off to Kenyon Drake, and he just breaks another big one. Wow, 60 to the house. So it's like if you like needed Kenyon Drake to get you like dubbed and whatnot, it was crazy because he was a Monday Night Miracle. I remember that game because that was a dual Monday nighter. It was it was the Chiefs and the Bills, and it was a rainy game. And then right after it was the regularly scheduled goddamn boys and the Cards.
Yep, that was an ugly game too.
Yeah.
And so Dion said, is the Baker trade to the Panthers true? Heard they're close to a trade.
Yeah. It's not. I mean, I said, yeah, we heard that.
But still all rumors because we don't know how close they actually are to a trade or what's in the mix. I mean, we've been hearing it, easily for like a week now that trade talks have opened up. Ever since the Browns excused Baker from the OTAs, that's when we start hearing trade talks again. So I think, I've said it, long before this, that I just think he's done there, that some kind of trade is going to happen. Someone is going to want him, even if it is as the backup. Maybe one of these teams with like a bridge quarterback.
I'm just going to look at it for fantasy and like just from the whole schematics of like who got money. I already know all that, right? Because you're going to have to bring on $18 million that they could take on unless they could get the Browns to front some of it. Like, hey, front fucking 10 of it or 8 of it.
I bet you Browns would cover up to 75%.
You think so? I was gonna say maybe like 25%. Like they're gonna, but see, because I think they're gonna continue the disrespect and probably flip them for like a 4th round or like a 3rd and like a next year's 3rd.
You know why I'd say that the Browns are willing to cut the set? They might even be willing to pay damn near the whole thing. They're not paying Watson any money this year. Like
yeah, for sure.
If they had a big ticket on Watson this year and not just that $1 million, that'd be something different. But now it's like they got to figure out something to get Baker away.
See, okay, now, but for fantasy purposes, I want him to go to the Seahawks. You know what I mean?
Because they've got the best weapons over there.
Exactly.
He potentially could go to.
Hey, listen, I do like. Let's not pretend though. If he goes to Carolina, that's kind of nasty too. You know what I mean? I just don't like Ben McAdoo either though. But you know what I mean? I guess Ben McAdoo did have like OBJ going crazy and like Sterling Shepard. You know what I'm saying? But that's the last time Ben McAdoo had. You know what I mean?
You know what I really think? I think the Panthers are a fugazi. I think the Panthers are just a team that need a QB so bad that both Todd McShay and Mel Kiper, said that they were going to be taking him in the 1st round. And so I just think that they're like a scapegoat team that someone can keep putting out there, and it puts the pressure on like the real teams that are in the trade talks.
If I was like a owner, right? I probably would have put hella hits out on motherfuckers. And we didn't quite that Mel Kiper.
Nigel with the super chat. You the man, bro.
Hey, Nigel, straight from Serbia.
He said, shout out to the 420 crew. Said, when do the league start? Smitty's 96 draft is underway. Okay, so we're shitting all over Smitty's tournament this year because the Hustler best ball tournament that I'm putting on, we're going to have 240 teams are going to be in it. There's a little less than 60 available. So, Nigel, $22 buy-in, $22 US because I know you're in a different country.
American Greenbacks.
Yeah, you got to get in, and you can get in multiple divisions. So, if anyone's trying to get into this the second annual Hustler Best Ball Tournament, 240 teams, 20 divisions. I'm in each of the divisions. Some of them we may even live stream the draft if we can get everybody, on board with the same date and time. But Yeah. Pretty much everybody who's been chatting so far today is in the tournament. Well, except Chase got in it. Got to get in it with us, Chase.
Yeah, get in that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just got in my third. How many divisions we got?
20.
20 of them motherfuckers.
And I'm in each one. Bogard's in 3 of them. There's one dude who's in like 17 or 18. Yeah, there's it's gonna be crazy competition, and each division is its own league within the league. So you're not competing against people with the same players and stuff until you get into the playoffs, and that's when all bets are off. Battle Royale, and if you're in the top half scoring teams, you keep moving all the way to finals week, and 30 teams make the finals. Top 10 are in the money. Top prize $1,500, a dope ass championship ring, like one of these right here, and a jersey of.
I got one of them rings too, B. Mine's coming by way of messenger bird. Yeah, man.
Yeah. It hasn't made it there yet.
Not yet.
It'll be there. It'll be there soon because I got.
Yeah, because I ordered mine by messenger bird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm doing the mic thing again. It's not even hooked up. I forget.
Yeah, where was it? Steven said it. He was like, Bogard's inner Mariah just needs to have his handful.
Yeah. Hey, listen, bro. Mariah Carey and me. Let's go. Mariah Carey give me money for real. And Mariah Carey, she would really have me wearing like one of them little fucking small ass t-shirts, right? With the sweater around the thing like this. And I remember when I used to see Nick Cannon in the pictures with her, I was like, yo, hey, she got Nick Cannon like a pet. You know, she dresses him up and shit. And then now it's like, hey, listen, Nick Cannon gets a bag though. I ain't gonna lie. That motherfucker got in there with exec money. But he pissed off some Jewish people. He shouldn't do that.
Yeah. Maybe it's something from San Diego. Maybe it's just we could piss off people easily or something.
I mean, he did that, dog. I think he got dropped from like one of the big ones, like NBC or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes, or some shit.
Yeah. That was that had to be tough.
Yeah, Nick Cannon, give me money.
Yeah, Nigel said, will you be on Sleep for any fantasy leagues? It's more user-friendly than MFL.
All of them.
All of these, every league that I'm doing, Dynasty, Redraft, Best Ball, 100% on Sleeper. And even next year, I'm not doing my fantasy life for the playoff leagues. I'm going to do Fan Tracks. I do like their updates that they've done compared to MFL to where it's a lot better. And they started following me on Twitter. So we'll show them some love.
Hey, check this out. The Battle Royal joint is the one.
Yeah.
That's
gonna make it more fun. And Antonio said we use Sleeper for everything. Now it's Sleeper everything. Like they're coming out with 22 new updates. Pretty cool. I mean, at least some of the stuff that I saw, I haven't seen what all 22 are. A lot of them are just little things in the settings and things that'll make a commissioner's life a little bit more easy. That's for sure.
I made the phone call.
Yeah. and he said, and Antonio said, well, and second, we're in the D2W, the Dream to Walk League together. Yeah, hell yeah. And we're definitely continuing the Dream to Walk League. We don't know if they're continuing, the Dream to Walk Foundation and stuff, because Stu was doing like literally everything for it. So that's one thing that's a little bit crazy is like, who even knows what kind of stuff he was doing to kind of continue. So hopefully that's continuing. But either way, we're continuing the league, and it will be, where the money goes to some kind of charity or something. We wanted to go to the Dream to Walk. That's what it was all about, but we'll figure that out.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Stu.
Yeah, Stu. You the man. Let me see. This drop always for Stu.
And he has his eye.
And yeah, Anthony MathQuest said, Nigel, get in the Nigel Best Ball division. 6 spots left. Yeah, Nigel, the leg gruff from the Replacements. My favorite kicker to cheer for.
Ole, 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 ole.
and he's always coming up like, man, he's got swag. And then after that, he comes up, hey, cheers, babes. Tries to hit on those 2 hot chicks at the bar.
I keep doing it, damn it. You keep grabbing the mic. Pause.
Yeah. And Nigel said, bet any high roller tourneys. I'm so stoked for a big league. Yeah. 240 teams. I mean, I can't say this is the biggest league that biggest tournament I've ever been in. The Scott Fish Bowl will take that. But this has only been around for 2 years, and we're getting it up to 240 teams. This will be one of those in 5-6 years. We'll be in the thousands, maybe even 2,000, and we're gonna keep it rolling.
And we are gonna have some redrafts too. You know what I mean? We're gonna have some super flex IDP redrafts. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna host. Me and Hustler are gonna host a few that are $200 joints. You know what I mean? So like that one, you know what I'm saying? That one's gonna be one of the ones. I know there's gonna be one that we're gonna open up. You know what I mean?
Yep. And we are having one league. It's a $50 buy-in, but 32 teams. So I mean, for a 32-team league, you know, I think $50 is going to be high roller for a bunch of people. And yeah, it's
drop the link in there right on that one, because we need to fill that one up too. Drop the link in that motherfucker, and everybody check out the bylaws. It's the fantasy multiverse of madness. Goddamn it, give me money.
Yeah, and actually, one thing that we could do on this show is we could come up with a concept for the 4 divisions, because me and Taco were talking about this. And so whatever the division is, you know, the character that you want to be has to be in that division, you know. So you know a little bit more about the multiverse and what these things are called, you know. And
here's the thing, man. Anybody can pick whoever they want to pick, because in the multiverse there's variants. So like, you know what I mean? There's every version of Hustler you can imagine, right? So you can pick Hustler in this universe, Hustler in that universe. You know what I mean? Like, shit, you might look different in different universes. You know what I mean? But it's that universe's version of you. You know what I mean? Same thing with the multiverse. So if a motherfucker want to pick Wolverine, cool. Because in this other one, this motherfucker's Wolverine. You just gotta, you know what I mean? We just gotta have people make them distinctive. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I'm sure that even though it's the same character, I'm sure there's different versions.
Fuck yeah, there's hella. Yeah. So that's why it's the multiverse.
So that's what we got to come up with. Okay, so I dropped the link in. If you guys want to get in, all right. We got Johnny. Johnny just joined. Right now. Which one's he in? Is he in the 16 with us? I'm pretty sure he's in the 16 with us.
Because that one's gonna be a crazy battle. I mean, it's a head-to-head thing. And it's fucking 32 goddamn teams. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be insane. 32 teams, 9 starters per team, 5 offensive players, 4 IDP, and it is gonna be hella deep. 3rd round reversal, so the number 1 team will not be stacked. Like it will not. Yeah, David P said the Incredible Hulk. Hell yeah.
Love it.
You know what's funny is like Noble, he'll come up and he'll like do the Hulk smash, you know, where he hits the ground. And so, you know, sometimes I'll be like Kevin Hart where I play it off and stuff. I got it. And then sometimes he'll come up and do it, and if I'm not in a good mood or he's been bad or something, he'll do the Hulk smash, and I'll just stand there and like, it didn't work.
See, check this out, man. I got this thing, right? Like, you know, this area right here, bro, it's hella ticklish to all my kids. And like, even to the point they're like, if you just put your hand right there, it's like the nerves go crazy. I call it the nerve attack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So anytime I be like checking the kids, right, when they're yelling and screaming, my son will just jump on top of something and he'll try to nerve attack me. So I always gotta sell it. Because like I'll be hella mad, right? I'm like, damn, y'all making a mess. Woo, and he comes up, starts nerve attacking me, and I gotta sell it. And I'm like, I'm like, you know what I mean? It just makes me. It actually helps me not be mad. But I'm like, God damn it, I gotta sell this fucking. But that's what it's all about, putting our kids over, right?
But see, you know what it is? I get nervous, like if he ever is gonna go, like if he's ever gonna get into a fight or something, you know, and he's gonna smash someone, and then it doesn't work.
Gotta let him know. You gotta let them know. Hey, listen, only in this domain it works.
Because remember, do you remember the Kevin Hart stand-up where he's talking about
the Spider-Man?
Yeah, and they say tried to do it in a fight, and Kevin Hart saw it, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
And then like he lets him do it still though.
Yeah, he was like, all right, so do I ruin his childhood forever? Do I explain to him that it doesn't work? It's like, nah, I just went with it.
And the kid's like, yeah, I knew it was something wrong with it, or whatever the fuck the kid said. I always I always slaughter the punchline.
Yeah. Man.
This is why I'm not a stand-up comedian.
So we haven't really covered any news or anything. But well,
fire it off
a little bit here and there. But how about Kyrie Willis for the Colts? You see that? Retiring at the age of 26.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna go somewhere in the ministry, not the Ministry of Defense from WWE either.
Hey man, I had a homie, man. You know what I'm saying? We used to move a lot of work allegedly. You know what I'm saying? This is when we were young, wee tykes. You know what I'm saying? Like adolescence days. And he's actually the reason I even met my girl, because this is my girl's cousin, and he was like, you know what I mean? Just always telling motherfuckers, I think God's telling me, bro, I gotta do this, and everybody would laugh at him. Oh, you're fucking crazy, bro. You're on one, or you know what I mean? They would shit on him, bro. Not me though, because you know what I'm saying. And it wasn't just because this is one of my main man, 100 grands, but also you know I'm you know I was with his cousin, you know what I mean. And I'm like, so he's like family to me, and you know what I'm saying. It was also already my man's, so I would hear him out, you know what I mean. And he actually went on to go do that shit. So sometimes, like, you know what I mean? I guess when you get the calling, bro, you get the call, and motherfuckers gotta they gotta answer the bell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Sir Bong's a lot up in the building. Yeah,
baby, bong, 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 bong.
Man, and seeing the funniest, I mean, because you could just get this on YouTube now, but back in the day, like, I don't even remember where you could hear that song, like, other than like getting it off of like Napster or BearShare or Kazaa. Like, I mean, those are the three that I remember.
LimeWire.
There you go. There's another one.
Yeah,
Sir Bong's a lot. Not just with the bong today. He's got the joint, the dab rig as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Heavy. I like it.
Okay, I like it. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's Professor Bongs a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got all the scientific shit. He got the science kit right there.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And see, there it is. In my mind, Sir Bongs a lot. He's like a German scientist. You know what I mean? We light up on Sinbana, right? He just lights the fucking torch up. You feel me?
And Ron said, and there you go. He said, I'm going in. Well, I'm heating up my herb iron right now. I'm about to smoke a fatty bowl with you. And Ron said, Andrew Luck in it. Yeah. I mean.
Okay, so what does that mean? He has a hella beard?
Well, I mean, he's retiring before his time.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? There's some other cats, man. Like, they just go low key. Like, I remember this guy, Bruce something. My Niners drafted him. He was like a first round dude.
Yep.
I think in 2013, if I remember correctly. No, 14. And you know, he got one concussion, and the doctor was like, you know what, man? You know, he just told him some shit. Like, listen, man, you got another concussion, you might fuck your shit up. Like, because he was really fucked up. You know what I mean? So he fucking retired.
Yeah. And I mean, what's his name? No rhyme or reason either, but Rashard Mendenhall.
Okay, I remember that name.
But super fucking dope. Like, he went from like being on the Steelers to going and being the writer for Ballers. Remember that TV show with The Rock?
Mm-hmm. I made a phone call.
Yeah. So just, I mean, that seemed like, man, if you could have a dope ass transition.
You're welcome, Lyndon Hall. That's his name? I forget his name.
Mendenhall.
Lyndon Hall. He left me out the deal. Fuck him. I made the phone call. He gets Hollywood on me.
Because that show was fucking dope. Like, I mean, Ballers, I mean, and it's cool. It was Mark Wahlberg. You know, he went from doing Entourage to doing Ballers. So he goes back to back with like two dope ass like HBO shows. And Rashard Mendenhall, I'm not sure how much he played into like all the NFL players who came on, but T Sizzle, I mean, he was a fucking regular like on the show. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
like my homie Zach, who's in all these leagues with us, diehard Steelers fan. He was like, man, fuck that show. Cause he was like, cause I don't want to like Sizzle. I don't want to like him. And he was like playing I don't know if it was himself, but he was just playing a cool ass version of himself.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, stay down. Hey, look, okay. there was the one time that I had a chance to. It was Jerry Rice in the wild, and really cool Jerry Rice, because he didn't have nobody with him. He was in the mall. Shout out to Easter's Mall. For y'all from the East Side San Jose know what I'm talking about. It's Easter's Mall, and I'm in the 8th grade, and I'm in there with my moms, right? And at the Land Come in Macy's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember it. And this motherfucker it's already nighttime. You know, it's fall. You know what I'm saying? So 6 o'clock, it's already dark type of shit. You know what I mean? And this motherfucker walks into the joint, into the Macy's. He's by himself, and I already knew he was gonna do an in-store, because they had like a Raiders Nation like clothing store. You know what I mean? Okay. He was about to do an in-store signing type of jump off. And he walks into the Macy's, bro, and my mom goes, "Oh my God, that's Jerry Rice." I'm like, "Oh," and he's wearing his stunners at night. Fucking awesome, right? And then I'm like, "Jerry Rice," and he hella looks my way. And then I go, "Niners, baby."
Because that was when he was already on the Raiders, huh?
That's the one time I could be. And he laughed. He laughed and he was swagged out, because he was. Hey, listen, for those that don't know, man, he was kind of like an uppity ass cat. You know what I'm saying? But he had swag. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, he knew he had the swag of a man that knew he was the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? And he laughed. You know what I mean? I don't even think. And you know what's funny? The high school I went to, right? The high school that we went to, our team was the Raiders. You know what I mean? The Silver Creek Raiders. You know what I'm saying? And we had the Raiders logo, everything. And like, they wouldn't allow you to wear any kind of hats unless it was like school hats. And obviously the school hats were the SC, and it had the Raiders logo on the back. Uh-huh. And I used to just paint that shit black with a Sharpie. You know what I mean? And like, but you know what I mean? So somewhere in the world, there's probably some photos of Bogey wearing a Raiders hat per se, but not.
That's fucking funny.
Because I had to wear, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to wear a hat, B. You just can't be at school. That back then I was skin bald. You know what I mean? That was our thing. You know what I'm saying? Me and all my guys, we was all skin bald, bro. We was ready for war, bro.
Some Filipino skinheads, man.
Hey, you know what I mean? Hey, listen, though, I ain't gonna lie though. When I discovered that, once I shaved my head, and like the Filipino bras, they like the baldies. You know what I mean? We were a category.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, we're like a popular category. And I'm already in this thing. I'm like, word, I'm in there. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, oh shit. And you see motherfuckers start shaving their head in spite of the shit. Like, oh shit, yeah, you know what? We're losing to the baldies. I was already on that shit, man.
Oh man, that's just fucking hilarious.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man, we're getting spam like crazy today. This naked HD. It's so funny, and we're always talking. So every time someone said it, but Antonio said it earlier. Like, hey, Bogard, your girls are back in the chat.
Hey, hey, listen, man. Hey, my girls better stay working. They trying to show me that they're working.
They're advertising it the wrong way, because they're just advertising cheap sex. And even David P said cheap sex equals STD.
Hey, listen, bro, because they got all kind of cures for shit, bro.
And then we start talking about them, and then we got spammed again like crazy.
Hey, this is crazy, because somewhere along I'm telling you, bro, because they're like, ooh, 420 fantasy. What if there's a motherfucker that's like, there's all kind of weirdos that's gonna click on it, and all kind of apparently women soliciting ass that we have nothing to do with on this program.
Dude, and Clark says Naked HD a new sponsor or something. I'm telling them to give me money, but they just want to spam us instead. Like, we would definitely shout you out, you know, just give us that money. Oh, but but there have been some potential sponsors hitting me up. And I don't want to mention like any names or anything, just in case nothing happens.
We're not at liberty to mention yet.
But a betting site hit me up about potentially partnering up here.
Hey, I'm gonna take a piss real quick.
Yeah. And so yeah, Clark, there's some things coming, but yeah, this Naked HD, just give us money, all right? And Antonio said, "My bad, I signed up Hustler for another channel." And David P says, never stop jerking. All right. Back into the triple Skywalker. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, let me see if I can get this one right. Let me see.
I like the hot my fuck gives till it's 420. This stuff ain't cheap, I need more money. But when I buy that green, I get the best they got. Living la vida smoke God.
Yeah. All night long. Ah, wait, wrong one. Oh, damn. You know what? I totally forgot to make my pick in the other league. All right. Let's go get it. Let's get it. And I got to finish this bowl, too. But let's see. Ha! Danny Pesos just went off. And Clark, what up? He said, hey, Husker, when you plan on doing the best ball drafts? I'm planning on getting in. Yep. We were messaging yesterday on Twitter. And they're going to be the beginning of July. But you want to get in now because I've been hitting up a bunch of people. I mean, a couple people hit me up on Twitter and got in as well, too. So, yeah, definitely you want to at least choose your divisions right away so you can get in. And then even if you got to pay, a week or so later or whatever, or right before the drafts happen, but at least choose your divisions because these teams are filling up quick. Let me see how many divisions are filled. Bobby Boucher is filled. Paul Reckon Crew is filled. Shane Falco is filled. Steeman Willie Beeman is filled. Becky the Icebox O'Shea is filled. Al Bundy filled. Billy Bob filled. Forrest Gump filled. So we got the remaining divisions. We got Rod Tidwell, Jonathan Moxon, Gary Bertier, Nigel the Leg Grupp, Vontae Mack, Smash Williams, Charles Jefferson, Earl Maggot, Julius Campbell, Johnny Utah, Clifford Franklin, and Herman Boone. So we still got 12 divisions that all have at least one spot in it. And a bunch of these divisions that have multiple spots. So if you have any friends, who want in, yeah, everybody, if you're in this best ball league tournament, make sure you invite a couple friends in just so we can kind of get this filled up as quick as possible. But I've been messaging people, one-on-one just to make sure that that we get this filled. All right, here we go.
Man, ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. Weed is for the God put this here for me. Take advantage, man. Don't give me that shit about it's a drug. It's no motherfucking drug. I didn't do research. It's just a plant. It just grow like that. And if you just set it on fire, there are
Woo!
I love this new cart. I love this new cart I got. It's a fucking live rosin joint. You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like this should be fucking me up because I don't like being like sleepy. You know what I mean? I like being thinky. I like being thinky. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. And I'm not gonna lie. I've smoked more carts now than I probably ever have in my life. Just because being able to go out, being at the casino, not being afraid to puff. It's funny because like the craps dealers, when you start going to the same place, over and over, just like anywhere, you're gonna start knowing some of the guys. And so this one guy, he sees me puffing, he's like, man, I get too nervous, like I just can't do that in the casino. I was like, why? It's just nicotine. Wink. And then the craps dealer who was on the other side of him, he was like, yeah, man, they're all nicotine, don't you know? So because that's what you say, like, I mean, it's all nicotine. They literally don't know the difference.
Nicotine is one hell of a drug. Plus,
yeah,
there's so much goddamn cigarette smoke in the motherfucker and hella oxygen being pumped in this motherfucker that we're all just already high off the oxygen and secondhand smoke to begin with.
Oh yeah. Fucker.
Excuse me. My mother raised me better than that.
All right, Clark, you the man. He said, let me get in Tidwell, Moxon, Bertier. He said Matt and Williams. So wait, which one? Mac. Okay, there we go. Mac and Williams. All right, so here we go. I'll send you all those links on Twitter. So let me see. Ooh, Jonathan Moxon. That's the one that Bogey got in, and Peacock, and
I will destroy you.
Yeah, a bunch of content creators are going to be in that one. That's going to be a fun one. We might even be able to get.
Motherfucker make a pick yet in the Joe Montana? That's what I'm calling the 16. And the motherfucker making a pick in the Joe Montana yet?
I'm not sure. He was driving, but he was the one who he made a big time trade though. He traded his 5th, 7th, and a 2023 first for a 3rd and a 5th.
Wait, hold on. He just made his trade again?
It was another trade that just went through. Did you see it?
Nah, I'm on my phone now. That's why.
Okay, I'll tell you what the trade was in a second.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Bertier. And then
I like it.
And then Vontae Mack. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And then Smash Williams. All right. All right, cool. Clark, when I get off the show, I'll remember to send you all those links. But I got you. Good looking on getting in all those leagues. Officially got us over the 75% mark. So 184 teams have been taken so far out of the 240. So we only got there's less than 60 teams available, like I said earlier. Hell yeah. And Clark said, cool, looking forward to it. I'm terrible at best ball, though. That's what's crazy is I'm horrible at best ball, but this year I'm going to do way better than I did last year.
It's all about having guys like Marvin Jones and guys like that.
Yeah, those are the guys who just
like when you're in the later rounds. I'm serious. Like,
yeah,
the Marvin Joneses, like the fucking, you know what I mean? Those boomer bust guys have a few of those like late. You know what I mean?
Here's who won it. Here's who won it for Steven. So Steven was Titans for life. That's who won the whole thing last year. Took home first place, and it was because of Amon-Ra St. Brown that he drafted hella late. You know, because he's a rookie, and I don't think anybody in the finals out of the last 15 teams that were in there, I don't think anybody had Amon-Ra except him. And that like propelled him to like a couple point victory or whatever it was.
Yeah, my bad. I got a little matrixy there. You know what I mean? Because whenever like you share the screen, it starts getting. The audience can't hear it though. But on my side, you know, when I use the phone, it goes, it's all crackling. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go in the matrix.
Okay.
No, it's all good. I'm here though.
Cool. Yeah. So it was
strong within me.
So it was Amon-Ra St. Brown who won it for Titans last year and drafted him hella late because he was a rookie and nobody else had him out of all the 30 teams that were in there. Nobody else had him.
Exactly.
Yep. So just real crazy the way that worked out. And only one. I was in like maybe like 6 of the league last year.
Yeah, Titans for Life was for those of y'all that haven't joined the league yet. Titans for Life was in the chat earlier. You know what I mean? Because you know what I'm saying, like, and that's why he's returning to the well. Like, he's the reigning champ. Fuck him. Fuck him.
Yep.
I said it straight in front of me. Hey, I respect the man that does what he says. He said on the show when I was off the show, because I was in the Matrix at that point, he said, I'm going to trade up in front of Bogey and take fucking Joe Burrow. And he fucking did that. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, so all right, it's getting crazy. It's on me, actually. So some picks have been made. This is insane. This is insanity. All right, so 9 QBs go in round 1, and 6 QBs have gone in round 2. We're all the way at the end of round 2 right now. Only 3 running backs have gone. 4 wide receivers have gone. But you know what's crazy is if we did I was trying to think, because if there was like a real NFL draft, and if you took out, you know, like all the offensive linemen, because a lot of offensive linemen would get picked in the first round. QBs are going to be the ones who get picked more than anybody because they're that important to the team.
You're goddamn right. I mean, like, if this was like all of a sudden we got all these players and we're gonna do a startup league, this is how it's gonna be. See, I took Jamar Chase. I should have pulled up a QB right there. Who won?
mean,
Okay, so go ahead. Do we do this for audio sake?
What?
This show, right? Do we put this on audio?
Yeah.
On the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and sound off for the folks on audio, right? Take us from my last pick. I took Aaron Rodgers as the QB. Help me do the math.
15, it looks like.
QB 15. Okay. So go ahead for the folks in the audio sake, let them know. Because this is the hustle league for real.
So what am I letting them know? All the picks or what?
Oh, yeah, no, the QBs that came off after that. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, nobody came off after Rodgers. Or you're talking about
I thought you said there. Okay.
Chase to Rodgers, is that what you're talking about? Like how many gone?
Yeah.
Okay, so from Bogey's first pick at the 1.5 to his second pick. So we're talking, how many is that? 2, 4,
That's
6, 14 picks. 14 picks. Lamar Jackson, Jonathan Taylor, Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott, Trey Lance.
Going at
the 110, our man Dion.
Yeah.
Jumped on them. Justin Jefferson, then Guru grabbed Russell Wilson. And then Titans for life traded up to get the first pick in the second round.
He gets Derek fucking Carr.
Derek Carr. And then Jalen Hurts, gone. Matt Stafford, gone. Trevor Lawrence, gone. And then
Finito.
Tom Brady, gone.
I
got
Herbert.
Herbert.
What's funny? I looked at it, and I only one I queued was Rodgers. And I just waited, and it got to me. I'm like, all right, we're just gonna. I tried to fish for a second there. I put the trade on the pick on the block. Like,
Yeah.
Let's see if anyone's gonna fuck with me. Nobody fucked with me.
Nobody.
No, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take Rodgers here.
Yeah, and this puts me in a tough position because the top 3 running backs off the board, which Jonathan Taylor, Najee Harris, and Javonte Williams, and then the top. Well, I guess not really the top 4 necessarily, but Chase, Jefferson, Kupp, and then CD Lamb. Lamb's going top 4 in a lot of people's, but
yeah, it's dynasty.
The Texican took him.
I feel like he could be like this is a bold prediction. This is kind of bold prediction-y, that he could be the WR1 because he had. Where's he been finishing? Right, not but QB2. WR2.
Yeah, high end.
Yeah, right. So that's bold prediction. Cowboys fans will be like, "What? He's the GOAT," but no. But it is the CeeDee Lamb's in that range. CeeDee Lamb's one of my favorite in redraft. He's one of my favorite, like, second, third receivers to target. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he be falling. He's a number 1. You know what I mean?
And Clark says, LOL, Brady ball washers. Clark knows. I'm always talking.
That's from the league.
Brady. And but second round, he's going second round in a lot of these dynasties. I saw him go later, third round. I even saw him go in the 4th round in one of them.
I pulled him in the 4th round.
It's because like I had Brady in at least one league last year, and I paired him with Josh Allen. Championship, and like if championship with Brady, even if it's only in 1 year and he can lead you there. Whew. And of course it's Guru. He's got Russell Wilson and Tom Brady now as his
and that's fucking nasty, bro.
Yeah.
It's a good way to start. See, here's the thing. I'm so high off the dumbass high, bruh.
How high are you?
I was so fucking high, higher than fucking Brontosaurus Cooch. You know what I mean? I was higher than the motherfucker, bro. And I said, you know what, give me 5. Like, I'm like thinking like it's like the universe telling me, like, you know what, let's do something that we've never done before. I've never done drafted from the 5th. Hey, fuck that. I was in the hunt for a goddamn Justin Herbert. I forgot my mission. I went straight for my mission, bro. I straight away, I had it there, and I even said I don't want to draft my fucking Flash. Flash always snipes me.
I like that. See, like that's one thing that I like about these derby drafts is having to actually like draft your draft pick because a lot of it's mental. It's not like what you should do. Like sometimes it's not even logical, you know, but like it's what you get to, it's what you want to do, and that's what's cool about it.
In a League 14, that's one of my favorite teams I've constructed. It's such a Bogard team, right? And it's where me and you had zero. I mean, it came down to me and you were last, and there was 8 and 9. I was like, you know what, give me 8. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I still had a choice to make, but it was like, you know what I mean? It just was the universe. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It wasn't yesterday though. I fucked that up. I'm fucking mad. I should have just took second. Took Herbert. Would have been, at least I would have had Herbert. But I like having Rodgers. Just means like I gotta win now. So at least it puts me in that other mindset. I can't really like do too many Bogart things where I want to like get hella young dudes and like build up. You know what I mean?
You know what the best thing about having Justin Herbert is?
That you're good for like fucking hella years.
Well, that too. I never have to face Justin Herbert in this league. Not once. Not once do I have to face Justin Herbert in this league. That's pretty awesome.
You know what's crazy is like, man, Justin Herbert, being 672 pass attempts leading the league, right? And going for 5 wow plus, like that'll come down, but I think the yards will still stay. I think he's a 5,000 yard passer. Like, and you know what's funny? Who was the most 5,000 yard passer?
Drew Brees.
Yeah, get the
5 times. And John said, "Who has the biggest season in Detroit? The Sun God, so Cephas, or DJ Chark?" Dang. And who is DJ Chark is on the Lions now, huh? Yeah, like I'm so off DJ Chark, but Cephas, I mean, shit. Yeah, I mean, I get if Cephas was better, they don't even bring over DJ Chark. That's really what I think this comes down to. So, I mean, obviously he's got to come back from his injury, but yeah, I'm leaning DJ Chark, and I don't even think it's close. And Josh, I've been wondering what to do with Cephas and dynasty type roster. Will have to be a cut, but he's looked good. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on like what number wide receiver he is on your team, because I mean, if there's someone else worth picking up, and I mean, he's like wide receiver 9 or 8 on your team, I mean, I'd probably just cut him. And Antonio says, I got Brady, I think. 6th rounder last year. See, like that's what's crazy is like, it's because the year before he didn't throw 5,000 yards, like, I mean, he had a great season, but he didn't throw for 5,000 yards. Like you go and you have like damn near like the best, best season of his life. And one of the best, anyways. And yeah, just got way more hyped. He won a lot of people dynasty championships last year. And Ron said, I got Terrence Marshall, and he is now 7th on the depth chart. Yeah. That's fucking crazy. He really is. I gotta go pull this up. Let's see. How many people did they add ahead of him? Well, maybe 7th on the depth chart in 7th on the depth chart in the dynasty, I'm assuming. And Clark said, if it's Superflex dynasty, no way Brady should go anywhere above the 4th round. You're probably only getting a year or two out of him. Lame. Yeah, I mean, well, in these leagues, the scoring is a little bit higher for QB. It's 15 yards for every point, or every point for 15 yards instead of 25. So 5,000 yard passer, like that's just an insane amount of points that a guy like Brady scored. And Clark said Cephas will probably be 3rd or 4th on the depth chart. He's like 5th right now. So, I mean, maybe raising a little bit, but yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, Josh Reynolds is still above him. And everybody got hurt last year too, so. And Clark said, I don't see them cutting him. No, he's talking about on his dynasty fantasy team if he should cut him. That's what he's talking about. Yeah, and that's what Josh said. Okay, yeah, cutting from there. Either Rager or Cephas has to go. Fuck, I mean, Rager's been such a disappointment. I got him in like 2 dynasty leagues right now, where I picked him as like 2nd round rookie, and fuck, man. He's been so bad. And Ron says no one will fully trust Chark anymore. Well, I mean, it's all about Goff, you know. Is Goff going to trust him? I mean, they brought him over there. He's number 2 on the depth chart, you know, right now. I mean, Jameson Williams, obviously, I think that he leapfrogs him for sure. But yeah, as of right now, Jameis is number 3. And Ron says definitely cut Rager with AJ Brown coming in. Honestly, Watkins in better, and Smith is number 2. Yeah. Yeah, David P. I got Brady in the 411 at 15. Like, that's some good value. I think there's the number 14, that's the one where like half the league is brand new to Hustler leagues. And Clark said, oof, Rager or Cephas, tough one. Hell yeah. And Ron says that Goddard's the wide receiver 3. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, he is. And Dave and Hess said, I see MVS having a solid year for sure. I mean, he's now with Patrick Mahomes, right? And where does he mix in on their depth chart now? Let's see. Yeah, so they got Juju at number 1 officially, Mecole Hardman, and then MVS. Yeah. And then Sky Moore at number 4, Josh Gordon at number 5. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like, it's like Patrick Mahomes, like he doesn't need a Tyreek Hill to be like a close to a 5,000 yard passer. So
okay, I want to pick up where I left off before I went into the Matrix. And in the Matrix, time doesn't exist. So on Earth days, I was gone for like 3 months. But now I'm back. Hold on. I was saying Justin Herbert, right? How many pass attempts?
600.
He led the league, right? He threw for 5,000, right?
Yeah.
You know who was the OC? Joe Lombardi.
Yeah.
Right? He was with Breeze for hella years too, throwing for hella 5,000 wows. You know what I'm talking about?
Gonna be slanging that thing.
Let's go.
And seeing like tidbits. And seeing, I mean, I'm excited for some of these leagues. So you're definitely I'm getting Bogard into every single league that I'm doing because I'm doing like 4 versions of each one, and so my version's better for sure. So
hold on, we didn't sign up on this.
So
my management is exclusive. I can't be in all of them. We got to make the ones that I'm in concentrated, so they all want to flock.
One of the most fun leagues that I do, it's one you literally everything you know, flip it on its head because everything's backwards because the QBs are by far like so valuable. It's the 2 QB plus Superflex league.
Okay, I need to do one of those
because
I've never done that. That's why
it's super fun. Super fun. It's super.
And I'm only doing 3. I'm only doing 3 of my home leagues this year. You know what I'm saying? Because the other Superflex, like the higher stakes ones, you know what I'm saying? Me and you are gonna host those ones. We're calling on all degenerates. You know what I mean? The upfront paying fucking upper echelon. You know what I'm saying? Just put your money where your mouth is. Shit. This is the $200 mark is not that much, but like when you're dueling in fantasy, this is what it is. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
The 200 motherfuckers take this shit seriously. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they'll take it. It's good bang for their buck too.
And it's going to be a lot of shit talking, especially if it's like a lot of people who are like, you know, watching on the channels and things like that. Like then we start creating content about it, especially a high stakes league, you know, like I see all these people, you know, who are doing like the, you know, they're trying to create their own like reality show, like around this, but like, this is what we do in reality. So we're just going to pump it up a little bit and we're going to make sure that, you know, we're just promoting it and talking about it, you know, on
hey,
YouTube.
my girl always says, my girl be tripping because she be like, damn, you always on the phone with somebody talking about some fantasy shit. Huh? No, it's not too close to the wall. Yeah, but see, look at this. I'm telling you now. At the end of the day, right? Listen, the $200 leagues, those are one of the ones. And it ain't no rings and it ain't no championships. It is championships, but you get what I'm saying? Like, there's no like physical like trophies and nothing like that. It's the bags. You know what I mean? These are those bag leagues. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
The big bags.
The big bag leagues.
Hell yeah.
You know I mean, that's like hey, everybody loves a 2. Like when you win, it's like 2 banditos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the coldest?
Hey, okay. What's the coldest where we have to set a freezer? My man cave fridge is like tripping out.
Man, I mean, I don't even know what the coldest is that you can set it, but isn't it somewhere in like the
No.
I mean,
So
it
my question
it's
is,
somewhere in like the 30s, right? Like, I mean, not like
for freezer is -2 colder than -4?
no, -4 is colder.
Hey, we're not on still, are we?
So I'm gonna
We
put
are
it
still
on.
on.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Anybody know?
-14? Is that where we're going?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I've seen Aaron Rodgers playing -13, bro, and he killed it, bro.
Yeah.
But you know who killed it better? Kaepernick. Actually, it was probably like +13. Either way, my version is better. You know what I mean? And Aaron Rodgers was coming off like he broke his collarbone. They fucked him up good.
Yep.
That's why I started doing all the yoga shit, bro, and DDP yoga and eating goddamn spinach and doing eucalyptus wraps.
Yeah, man, that DDP yoga, I mean, shit. I mean, being able to bring Scott Hall and Jake the Snake Roberts back from like
Hold on, is -14 good? Are we a go on that? Is that what we're doing?
wait, what?
No, -14. Is
Yeah.
that for the freezer or for the fridge?
Ron says -18 Celsius.
Oh, that's your okay. We'll put on negative.
Okay, see, we're gonna try. See, look at this.
No,
Shout out to the chat.
I'm just resetting it, but for the fridge, I'm gonna put 38.
Okay, what's the standard fridge joint? What are we doing with the
That's
fridge?
coldest we can
So
go
Ron
with
said
fridge
it's got to be above 34
Oh, okay.
for the fridge.
Okay, okay. See, I trust Ron. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ron's married to my cousin. We call the fridge the Frigidaire.
The fridge is currently at 63 right now. So something's wrong.
And that was Sir Bong's
Yeah,
lot.
63.
It's at 63 right now.
Oh fuck!
So I set it for 36.
Yeah, that's way too
You need
high.
a gridge. For anybody that knows, you need a gridge. That is the garage fridge. You know what I mean? Listen, bro, because
all the extra shit is
yeah, when you go to Costco, for everybody that knows about Costco, you don't go to Costco if you can't store the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Because especially with meat, bro, I'm about to get hella steaks, all the shit, chicken wings, all the motherfucking. Throw it in the freezer, or in me and Ron's household, otherwise known as the Frigidaire.
Yeah. All right, so you're on the clock in number 14, and then I'm on the clock in number 16.
Okay, damn. Oh, you know what? Give me Terrell Bernard.
Oh shit.
Yeah, give me the young bull, the second round linebacker to the Bills. No, I mean we're gonna tuck him away.
There we go. Damn it. Now I wasn't ready for that because I'm not sure who I want. And Antonio said it there. I got the garage fridge. Hell yeah.
Yeah, the gridge, bruh. You gotta have the gridge. Even my girl, she beat me to it. She's like, yes, for Costco runs. Exactly. Or as I call them, supply runs. We are in the apocalypse, B.
Man, see, this is tough in this 16 because I mean, do I go second QB? Because we it's a third round reversal, so I don't have another pick for 11, 12, 13 picks after this one. So I still got to wait a minute before it gets back to me. Do I go another QB? Which I mean,
it's symbolic, bro. You're from the South. And you have to wait 13 picks.
Throwing up the M's for those who don't know.
Hey, you know what's funny? I'm from the North.
Yeah,
I have to wait 14 picks on my regular swing arounds.
Hey, man, shit. That's
yeah. I have to wait 11 on this one from my last one to the next one. But yeah, normally it's a 14, eh?
Yeah, and this one, man,
it's funny how that worked out,
man.
Because I'm not a Northerner. I'm just from Northern Cali.
Yeah. You know what? I don't usually do this, so I'm gonna change it up a little bit. But just really, as far as he dropped, I can't let Christian McCaffrey go any farther than where he's gone.
Third round McCaffrey, that's so nasty. Oh no, the second round. Oh,
second round.
It's basically a third round for you. I ain't gonna lie.
It is, yeah, at the 211. So if
you do it.
I had to do it, I can't let him drop. I can't let the Flash get him like with that 212. And or it's going to be Spencer the Guru, who I don't think he's the highest on Christian McCaffrey, but would he pass
when there's
him up?
value, there's value.
Yeah. So if Christian
McCaffrey,
McCaffrey,
he's on.
and you know what's dope about this? I mean, they're keeping him out for the preseason. He's just going to be getting his work in, going to be grinding. And you're only injured until you aren't, and it was some freak shit that happened to him. And I'm sure he's going to be grinding harder in the offseason than ever before.
And he made his hay out here in the Bay, bro. He knows what time it is. Shout out to CMC.
Yeah, let's get this money. Herbert and CMC to start the 16 for me.
Yeah, fuck you. Hey, I got Chase and Rogers. Let's go. I'm like some other version of that, I guess. When I'm in these drafts, sometimes it's only like I'll be like, it's me and Hustler in this draft and Spencer. I'm like, everybody else is just in their way. I'm just watching these motherfuckers because I'm aware of what y'all might or might not do. Everybody else's wild cards till a couple rounds. I start figuring them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Uncle Buck in the building. What up?
Oh, Flash. I know Flash too. Hey, shout out to Uncle Buck, man.
Yeah. He said, today's my daughter's birthday. The big 2 today. Let the games be
good.
Hey,
happy birthday. Oh, that's right, Uncle Buck. That's right. Because my daughter just turned 1.
Yeah.
On the 2nd.
Yeah.
I remember like a year ago. We had this same convo.
Yeah.
Man, that's McGruber, right?
No. Uncle Buck.
Oh, that's Harley. Harley Mays.
Harley. Yep.
Yeah, I knew it. My bad. I didn't mean to disrespect you.
Nice. Yeah, they're super close. So they're the same sign, right? What is it? What's the June? Gemini?
The Geminis, bro.
Both Gemini.
Crazy? I rock with hella female Geminis. My mom's one. You know what I mean? My lady, her one of her like best friend cousins is one. You know what I'm saying? And then also one of her best friend, one of her dearest friends, who's actually pregnant now. You shout out to her. But yeah, she's Gemini. My girl's close to a lot of Geminis, and I fuck with Gemini women. Man, the Gemini men though, I always buck heads with the motherfuckers. And shout out to Kev, he's Gemini too. I always buck heads with that motherfucker, and so does Guccini because we Sagittarius.
Yeah,
we love Kev. I love Kev.
Me and Kev butted heads a couple times, maybe Capricorns, and because I'm trying to think of how many Geminis I know, and I don't really know too many. I mean, Ricky Williams is a Gemini. I mean, we know him.
Yeah. Weed head anthropologist, astrologist extraordinaire, Ricky Williams.
Nice. And Uncle Buck said she shares a birthday with Ice Cube. I like it. Today was a good day.
Yay.
Man, it was so funny. So at the NFL draft, like after the draft, each day they had different concerts. And of course, Ice Cube is like the headlining concert on the very, very last day. We're not the headline because they only have one person performing.
They needed a draw for day fucking 5 or what was that? Day 4?
Day 3. So day 3 was dead. That was the day we went.
Yeah, for round 5. That's what I meant.
Yeah, and actually, it wasn't the last day. It was the second day actually, because it was Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So it was Friday. It was the Friday joint where because Noble wasn't there that day.
Yay.
Man, you should have seen it, man. I never seen so much booty bumping, and it was really and it's funny because they're showing it up on the big screen, and it's all the women in their 40s, the ones who were getting it, when Ice Cube was coming out with it.
When the gyrate,
yeah,
that's what they were doing.
Yep. And Ron said, "Hell yeah!"
I seen the footage.
NWA Raider Nation, yeah, they were thick and like. Everybody left. Like the draft part was boring, during that part. I was there for like the festivities and stuff going on outside of the actual part where they were drafting. But when Ice Cube came, it was like 30 minutes, 45 minutes before like his show started. Like, man, people started coming in like crazy. That shit was packed.
Hey, you ain't lying, bro, because I was there in disguise. That's weirdo shit. Hey, you remember that MTV show where like you'd be cheating on the bitch, right? And then the bitch hires MTV and then they put her in disguise. And then MTV goes ahead and goes like this. Yay! Hey, we're gonna send you on a fucking Vegas trip. Yeah, you and your boys. Yeah. And then she's just there the whole trip, dressed as like a fucking old man or some shit, like trailing you on a
whole bunch of
and
random
the dude's
stuff.
doing hella dirt. The dude's doing hella dirt. And then when he reveals this motherfucker in the end, then they start hella crying. Ah! So crying. I was there. You were with the strippers getting dope.
I mean,
and he's like, "Who are you?" I was the old man next to you in the left hand.
I mean, sometimes they had him. I remember like in costume, and then they like reveal
no,
him.
that's what I'm saying. They would have
Yeah.
the motherfucker in a cut, like the bitch was dressed like an old man. She was like, she had all the makeup. She looked like an old timer. He's getting the black dance next to him. He's doing hella dirt.
Man, the shit that they'll do, man, is so funny and so easy. You can't send someone to Vegas and put them on, set them up for failure like that.
I can't tell you, bro. Those shows were hella funny though, bro. The 90s was tight. Was that 90s like the early 2000s, which is like the bastard child of 90s.
Yeah, because that's when reality TV.
Did you unplay it? Okay.
Because that's when reality TV was getting crazy. Like really after the Osbournes, you know, in like 02 and all that shit.
I was on the Real World, the second season of Real World. It was in Frisco. I remember as a wee tyke watching that shit. That shit was like interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't watch the New York joint. That was the first season. You know what I mean? Where they just like 6 strangers, put them in a house, and what do they say? How does it go, babe? And find out when it gets real. The Real World, San Francisco.
They did a Real World.
Was awesome.
They did a Real World.
You never went down the Real World rabbit holes, huh? You're a few years younger than me, so do you remember?
Yeah,
the Real World went forever, huh? The Real World went for like 10 years before they started doing all the challenges and shit.
Yeah, well, they changed it. They did the road rules shit, and then it was like Real World.
Yeah, that's right.
No,
like, hey, can you imagine that? This was how it was. They were like, okay, so we were putting them in the house, right? Now, let's put them in a Winnebago. Boom, drop some mic. Like, oh, 6 strangers getting the Winnebago.
Fuck.
Or when 5 or whatever the fuck it was.
When they were in San Diego, I was working at the Belmont Park. And so they came down there one time. It was like a madhouse. Like I just remember like people running all over the place and shit. And
do you know Jacquees? Okay. I think he was like from San Diego, I think. But he was one of those Real World guys, but he's like our age.
Okay.
Or he's like our generation, I should say. Anyways, I digress.
Yeah, they didn't even use the footage. I remember a couple people who worked for the amusement park. They had to like sign like, you know, NDAs or whatever, sign like that they could actually be on the show. Then they weren't actually on it. Like they never used any of the footage, like for them.
Bruh. And you're in SoCal. So I knew a bunch of motherfuckers that when they would go down there, they would also sign up to be on all the game shows. Have you ever done that? Because you could go down there and sign up for all. I'm pretty sure you just do this online now. Like you get on Family Feud, all the shit. You know what I mean? Just sign up, and motherfuckers like I had the homie, him and his family, they go on a Family Feud, and you know what's crazy is like then when they were down there, you know what I'm saying, they're like, hey, fuck it, why not? Let's go get on The Price is Right, right?
Yeah.
And then they couldn't get on because when they signed the joint, they couldn't for like 2 years. They couldn't be on any other network as a competitor. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah. It was like one of those deals. You know what I mean?
That's pretty cool. No, never did it. I knew someone who made it onto the Family Feud, and he sucked. He didn't get any answers right. And then like I was like, "What happened, man? You like choked up there. You didn't get any answers right." And he was all pissed off. Like,
hold on. Do you remember what it was? The question?
No, I don't remember.
Hey, Steve Harvey's all funny. Name of something that goes after pork. He said, cupine. I didn't look like his face though.
And Uncle Bart said, I thought I saw us on The Price is Right. Now you'd know if it was me. Definitely wasn't.
Hey, it was him. I was there with him, bro. In disguise.
You know what was
a reality show?
You know what was funny though? You remember the show Breaking Bad, right?
Of course.
You remember?
Hey, listen, man. I have a 14-year-old, and on it. Look, babe, vouch. So she comes downstairs. I'm like, what are you watching? She's like, oh, I'm on season 5 of The Breaking Bad. And then we had a talk when we were driving. We were in a whip. My girl's like, we need to tell you. Like, she's like, you need to tell her about that show. But I mean, because she's the one that grew up hella fast, and I do gotta lace her up though. You're like, listen, man, that shit's crazy.
So Jesse from the show, he was actually on The Price is Right.
Oh, word.
Yeah, they
looking at the universe.
Yeah, I was watching. Did he win? It was a what's it called? It was some kind of like just some kind of show where they were it was on YouTube and they were talking about it from back from.
Did he win though?
I don't think he won, but he actually like made it like on stage.
Jesse, he comes down.
Yeah, because what's his name in real life? I think it's Aaron something.
Yeah, Aaron something. Hey, listen, bro. I fuck with Jesse, bro. There's for all you nerds. I know there's a movie out there. Somebody, if anybody in the chat, there's a movie with both Jesse and Daryl from Walking Dead. It was some like 99 something, but they were like crooked cops or something. They're like brothers. It was some kind of crazy movie. I saw it one time in the lab. It was just on. And I was like, oh shit, because I was totally, I had like a total nerd boner because those are my guys. Pause. You know what I mean? Like, there's a movie for all you. Someone in the chat, let me know. It had Daryl from The Walking Dead and the goddamn Jesse from The Breaking Bad.
Yeah, what the hell was that? Let's see.
They were like cops, was like 99. It was like numbers in the title. It's like 99 or 999 or some shit like that.
And Hess said, I tried out for Wheel of Fortune, but didn't make it. I still remember the puzzle. Soft pretzel, but the dude next to me solved it just before me. Sniped me. Damn.
Damn, I would have kicked him right in the shin.
Yeah, especially if they got, the whole like podium in front where you can't like see underneath. Yes.
Exactly. That's why I went straight for the chin, for the shin. You know what I mean? I'm very calculated. Except for when I say 5th in the goddamn Dynasty startup.
Thanks for Herbert. I love it. It was my oh, there you go. Albert said 999.
There it is, bro. See, look at that.
Never fucking heard of this movie. 999.
I saw it one time. And I can tell you nothing about the movie. I saw that. I think they're brothers and like crooked cops or some shit. And they're running from like the mob. I would assume something. It was just on. It was just crazy. And I was like, this sick as both my guys. Damn, this motherfucker. Sick. 999. I told you it had something to do with it. I said 999. I said, I think it's like 99 or 999 or some shit. See, the force is strong within me. I don't forget things.
Anthony said, never seen The Walking Dead.
Let's go.
I've never seen The Walking Dead either. Ron said he's seen them all.
Crazy, bro.
Never seen them.
It's okay, listen. Wait till it's done. Didn't watch it, and it's incredible.
Better to binge watch it right at the end.
It's better than, I'll say this. Fuck everybody who disagrees with me. Let's start some shit. Let's go. I want smoke. It's better than Game of Thrones.
I've never seen the Game of Thrones.
See, my girl just said you never even watched Game of Thrones. I saw season 1 and I was like, hey, forget about it. I was like, it's not good. Hey, it's fucking it's trash, bro.
I know, and seeing I've never seen Game of Thrones either.
There you go. Join me on the Walking Dead side. I need you on. I'm taking this grandstand. I think I need you on this side.
Antonio said, I've never seen them, but that's my next binge.
Yeah, fuck with The Walking Dead. It's dope.
And Anthony
it's
said,
really about the human condition.
And let me see. Damn, no.
And there's no way or no explanation for why everyone dies and why the zombies all of a sudden came. And it's not just like a zombie. Like if you die, you come back. Like you just come back unless they destroy your brain in true zombie fashion. You know what I mean? So like if you just get stabbed in the throat and die, and so you come back and you're a zombie, you're a walker. But then they never say zombie neither. That's like one of the things too, because the comic book what it's based on it's supposed to take place in a realm where people aren't aware of zombies. Like, okay, now think of this. If zombies happen in our age right now, well, no, I'll be like, hold on, baby. Get him right in the dome. You have to stab him in the brain. There it is. We know. So the Walking Dead It's based on a world that doesn't have no zombie movies, nothing like that. It's just like all of a sudden these motherfuckers come back to life and eating, living. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so they call them walkers, they call them rotters, or they call them biters. Like, oh no, the biters are out. You know what I mean? It's fucking tight.
And Anthony said, as Huss watched the movie Flight to learn who Harley Mays is. Not yet, but I pulled it up on the Fire Stick. So I got it. I got it pulled up.
Who's Harley Mays in Flight? What does he do? Is he like
so I'm not sure who he is, but I mean it's
is he the Blue Angels?
It's something about flying, and some Whip Whitaker has a problem with drugs and alcohol, it says.
Okay.
And
that's who he plays. That's Harley Mays.
Well, I don't know who the character
Did
is.
he got his gap tooth in there?
No idea.
Okay.
No idea. Yeah,
Because I like watching him when the movies where he has the gap. Like, listen, when he was in Star Wars, he still had the gap tooth.
Wait, no, it's not Sam Jackson. It's,
Whitaker. Whitaker was in Rogue One or something. Like, fact check me.
No. It's Whip Whitaker. That's the character's name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Denzel Washington, Don Cheadle, John Goodman.
Oh, yeah, where he does hella drugs and he lands the plane on a joint on the Hudson.
Yeah, and I think he said that John Goodman's character is Harley Mays.
I might have saw that one time. Hey, listen, man, hell yeah.
I'm checking.
So
I'm checking out.
In order, in that league, in order, it's Harley Mays and then McLovin. It's like the only sports guys.
Yeah, and there we go.
Hey, you guys are my guys, man. Shout out to y'all.
And there we go. And yeah, Anthony said, yeah, Harley Mays was a Whips drug dealer. Okay. And Hess, he said, y'all watch Hustle yet on Netflix? Hell yeah, I watched it, and it was so good that I made it was so good I made my girl watch it too. So I watched it twice.
Bo Cruz scot free is what they call me from now on. For my Spanish heritage.
Yeah, that was a dope movie, and man, all the famous b-ball players that they got in there. I mean, the NBA players, and then all the N1 guys that they got in there was dope.
Yeah.
And Adam Sandler wasn't playing basketball in any of the shots like in the actual movie, but I wonder about the pickup games that happen like on the set there, because Sandler's always got like the court like on all the
who
sets.
Who played Bo Cruz?
I don't even know his name. I think
he actually got any type of skill for real. He could dunk it for sure.
Yeah, let me see.
Can't teach height. Hit the drop.
And you can't teach that.
Yeah, let me see. I have no idea who that is. I mean,
you know what? That's my cousin. That's
okay.
Who that is.
Okay, no. He's
my Spanish cousin. Oh, hey, by the way, the other day it was Filipino Independence Day when we broke free from my Spanish ancestors.
He's an NBA player from Spain.
Okay, yeah.
He was drafted first round, 2016, 15th pick overall. And he played somewhere in Spain for 2 years or 2 or 3 years before getting drafted by the Nuggets, and then he was on the Timberwolves, and then he was on the Celtics, and then he was on the Spurs, and it looks like he's on the Jazz now.
Hey, did I totally Bogard pick and I took Terrell Bernard?
Yeah.
Sick. What round is this?
46.
Yeah, I got him, bro. It's good. It's good value. All a part of the plan.
Man, you're you're always king of like finding some dope IDP guys I've never heard of and like have to look up and research and see who they are.
Hey, yeah, but see, all you have to do is just see what I don't say, just like real managers, right? Or coaches. You see what they say, what they're not saying. Like, for example, I've been picking him up in every league, just him and Drake Jackson. So I was just really mad. And Brees Hall. Brees Hall, what's his name? Logan Hall. Anywhere I can, I want those guys just you know what I mean? Those are the other versions of that. Like, maybe they might be a thing. You're getting them just for damn near for free. You know, I mean, not damn near free, for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Amongst a lot of players that nobody really even knows about.
I'm trying to like as best have a lineup that I can put every one of those motherfuckers in the lineup. Look at my shit. Outside of all my rookie running backs, like I'm just taking flyers on because I'm taking all my guys. The Zakondre Whites, the motherfucking Jay Sean Corbins. Like I'm doing this in every one of my leagues because it's just those guys, even though they're undrafted free agents, I've seen things happen, and it's not bad to have those guys. If that injuries happen, might be a 1 year wonder type of shit. Like, say anything happens to Saquon, it's not going to be Matt Breida. It's eventually going to be the Jay Sean Corbin guy. Watch.
Yeah. And Uncle Buck said, I know I fucked up the theme by trying to change it, but I gave up. No, it's cool. I mean, because
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, there's a handful of non like sports characters.
In other leagues, motherfuckers be like, all right, give me they just think it's movie characters, period, right? That's happened a lot. We're like, you know what, we'll allow it. Because it's not like they're picking some bum ass movie characters like, oh no, we kind of need him in there.
Yeah, we had Norman
Who was
Bates
it yesterday.
Norman Bates, and then it got changed.
Yeah, motherfucker said, oh, can I be Norman Bates? Hell yeah. I'm in the league with who am I? I'm Tony
D'Amato.
Tony D'Amato from I'm Al Pacino in Any Given Sunday. And I'm gonna be playing Norman Bates 1 week.
So I think he changed. I think he changed his character from Norman.
Oh, my
Bates.
girl figured it out.
He ended up going with Cheeseburger Eddie.
We don't have ice though. How's it building ice? There's no.
From the freezer.
It's not connected.
So
okay.
It's blocked because there's it has to defrost. There's probably like ice.
From back in the day.
All the shells. Take out the screws. Defrost it.
Yeah, let me gotta do hella shit for this shit, man.
It has begun.
Okay, I gotta do it right now. Not right now. I gotta do it tomorrow. You know, I'm not gonna argue with that.
All right, well, we're gonna smoke one more and then get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Oh yeah, let's smoke one more. You know what? Hold on, I'm about to light one.
Yeah, and if you're playing on Super Draft Pro, make sure you get those lineups in. I got my I like it because today is NHL. I don't know any fucking NHL players like at all or anything. But so because I'm on
let's go.
But because I'm on the $100 joint, they give us 5 lineup suggestions each night. So I just go off their lineup suggestions, and more often than not, I've been hitting. I just use the most common players, that they're taking. But oh man, so the Vampire League, we're starting those up. I met the homie Jose in real life now. We watched.
Hey, what's happening, Josie?
He used to be from NorCal somewhere in the Bay, I believe, and now he's in Vegas. Got a house.
Hey, if he's from San Jose and his name was Jose, that's awesome.
Yeah. And
he light-skinned Mexican dude.
Kinda, yep. And he put me on game to where
I knew one dude named Jose.
There's a sports book. There's a sports book that has an app that you can make all the bets from the app just straight on your phone. So I'm about to be all on that. Because I need to start just like getting on like all this type of betting shit.
My bad. I turned a little monitor off. And then my thing was loud.
Antonio said it. It ain't easy being cheesy. Yeah, that's a good drop to get.
Hey, look it. It's all about being cheesy, bro, and peasy. Shout out to the Mac God. May he rain down all kind of Mac isms.
Oh yeah, man. And I need to go to the Jerome. I'm gonna go by the Jerome Baker store real quick. They got a shop over there. I need to go check out the bongs that they got because man, I need to be rocking a Jerome Baker bong. They said he was gonna hook me up with one, but man, this dude is like he's making he's Jerome Baker. Yeah, like it's like who knows how long that could take for something like that to happen. Because
just keep your line, keep your name in the line, and then get one already. You know what I mean? Right? Like
that's why I got to go down there too. Because if he's down there, at the time, I mean, if he's in Vegas, he's pretty much always at the shop. I'm assuming that's what Hess said. They're only open 4 days out of the week, which is dope. Like just super smart. Instead of being open every day, they're open 4 days out of the week.
Man, just like all them good cash only restaurants, right? They're open 5 days out of the 7 or 6 days out of the 7. You know what I mean? Because there's that one day. You know what I mean? Just the one day.
You only work when you need to work or when you want to work. All right. We're getting up out of here. Playmakers, tell them about it because I don't know.
It is. We're doing an episode called What is More Likely? You know what I mean? For example, what is more likely? Aaron Jones catches 100 receptions or Derrick Henry has 45 receptions. Like it's joints like that. And we're going to have a panel of fucking high level Sith Knights. You know what I mean? To break it all down.
Yeah.
Also, what is more likely? Jalen Hurts finishes QB1 overall in fantasy or Trey Lance, like shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a couple hours, about 2.5 hours away. So make sure you guys tap in. Going to be on both channels, on Twitter, on Twitch. And peace out, Antonio. We'll see you a little later if you're still up. We know you got to get up early for work, but we'll see you guys later. Peace.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side.